Got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers.
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Murata Music with 3-piece TCG, Big Beard Pirates TCG, and 2D. It's about D Luffy time. My red Luffy mains get some representation, all right? So smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, and go down in the comments. Let me know, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What would you be doing differently? I know I already see some things. But anyhow, let's get into it, man. Now, before we get started, of course, I know you're looking at the leader. You're like, wait a minute, when did they drop an alt-art? Hang on. It's the K design, okay? You got to go in the description. Click on that Etsy link. It'll take you to K Design's page and use that code 3-piece TCG for 25% off your order. Throw them all in there and get 25% off of everything. Also in that link is the link to my music, the DistroKid link. Wherever you are streaming, it is there. It is free. And I'm gonna put the right Discord. My Discord link keeps expiring after a couple days. I think I got that situated. So anyhow, let's get into it, gang. All right, enough of the silly business, okay? Also, real quick, I know that I have talked about I put that post up yesterday or last night about the Rayleigh. I'm getting a lot of comments in, getting a lot of everything. I will be going live on Thursday, and you know, I'll make a whole thing where we can all chat and everything. I want everybody to really smoke it over. Let's see if anything new comes out. As of right now, I'm a little bit leaning on the ass side of things. It just blows my mind to think that a leader that is only going to give somebody plus 2k. All right, so it's really hard to not make topical videos on One Piece these days with everything going on. So I wanted to let you guys know that yes, last night I did post this. 17 hours ago I did post this. Ugly as hell putting it up at 10 o'clock, but we still almost got 200 votes. And some really good comments, some really good insightful comments, right? And I've literally been at work for the last 48 hours. I got off at 6 o'clock in the morning today on Tuesday, right? So like I have been like in the mix and busy and sleep deprived. So I will be but I say let's keep the voting, let's keep the comments, and let's collect their thoughts. We will be going live on Wednesday. I got a big announcement for the channel. And we're gonna be having some fun with this topic and quite a few others. I mean, guys, we're gonna have a fucking blast, right? We always have fun. So anyways, we'll do that on I guess tomorrow's Wednesday, Thursday. If Wednesday opens up, I'll let you know. But yeah, where I'm definitely leading on the ass. I always kind of let you know my opinion with the two slots, right? Because I mean, gas, the support's going to be crazy because the support would have to be crazy. Ass, if he's good, the game's got to suck, because I just don't see how, if you are going to not be able to put a 5 cost or more, okay, which I think is crazy. I think Rayleigh should at least be the exception to the rule. I feel like what they're trying to do is, oh, Rayleigh, he trained up Luffy, so Rayleigh's going to be like a trainer for all these little guys. Yeah, cool. We'll at least have like Rayleigh be the exception to the rule. I mean, people done spent all this money on this damn ass card we're looking at right over here. You see what I'm saying? Anyhow, and then you may reveal 2 event cards, which means your deck has got to be stacked with event cards, okay? And then give up to just up to, but the number is 1 card with an original power of 4k or below plus 2. Oh my god, they're gonna swing 6 plus whatever event cards buff them up. Like, I don't know, Jack. I don't know. I feel like y'all could have gave this leader 7 life, and I don't know how that's gonna work. But anyways, who knows? Maybe they're gonna give them maybe they're gonna give them like red Jinbeis. You know what I'm saying? And they're just gonna go wide and outside, and they're gonna give them new like Makinos and stuff like that. But all I'm saying is the support would have to be so crazy, right? for this leader to rock, or everybody else has got to be nerfed so that this leader can even exist. So that's where I'm feeling about it right now. But anyhow, that's another story. I'm no storyteller. Let's get into starter deck 21 Luffy, okay? Like, guys, all we play is Luffy over here. You know what I'm saying? We'll fuck around with some Usopp, but we did the Ace and the Whitebeard. But primarily, I mean, statistically speaking, we keep some Luffys in rotation around yonder, and I think we're gonna continue to do so because I had a lot of fun playing with this dick, and it's so fucking consistent, and I'm getting to play with one of my favorite closers, if not my favorite closer of all time. Like, this is my favorite closing card of all time, and in this deck it's even more dangerous. So let's just go over the list real quick. I'm running some Tony Choppers, right? Because Tony Chopper and Otama and Gun, whatever, what all of these are doing, along with Rayleigh, right? They're all working to lower and get KO'd. You know what I'm saying? KO'd. So this kind of works with it. I did look at this list and think I was absolutely crazy for not running Chopper, because this is an actual 6K body and we are a 5K body, so we can get out of some chump stuff, but we are a mono leader at the same time. So anyhow, this is how I chose to rock with it. I do only have 8 2Ks, which is nuts. But when you run a 5 life leader, you can do things like that. Nami is just a search. Dragon is just for some wild ass late game plays. Rayleigh I already talked about. Beckman's probably my favorite 7-drop in the game. Probably my favorite 7-drop is Beckman, just because of the moving and shaking. I mean, my guy's gonna pop a 6K or less, and you know, if you play Otama, he's popping he's popping this card. You know what I mean? Not that one. But anyways, he's popping. He's a 7K body. He's got counter. Like, this card would probably get played if it didn't have any counter value. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's how real Beckman is. So I love Beckman. Sanji's great. And Sanji, that's probably the happiest Sanji's ever been. I know. Anyways, yeah, so, you know, 6K attacker, draw me a card. We like it. We love it. We want some more of it. This one's going to give a Rest of Dawn. It's going to keep that workflow. I think you've seen this deck before, right? You've seen a starter deck 21. Let's talk about like what really is making mine just a little bit different. And that is the inclusion of these two right here. I'm not seeing everybody running these two for one reason or another. However, as somebody who goes against starter deck Luffy and somebody who knows that I'm going to get rid of Zoro, and then you're going to play this card out, and then I'm going to pop that card with a God Thread, right? The last card I want to see you play is this one. It's actually this one. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to try to God Thread that card, and it's just going to make it -2, and then I still got to deal with the 6K body on my turn. And if I use it, great. If I don't, great. It's still a 1K counter. We love that. And then Luffy is just, like I said, my favorite closer of all time. I've won so many games when I first started and to now with this card. And damn, it makes me want to really find a home for it in every deck I play. But it's definitely got one here. It's a brick, so it's not something we need to run 4 of, right? But it is a great card to, you know, they're feeling that pressure. And they fucking get rid of Zoro, and they're like, yo, like, whatever. I got blocker set up. I can handle a Luffy. I can handle whatever comes from it. And this is what comes from it. And they've got fucking fucking 16 coming at their face because they can't block it. Maliki. Sanji is our new Diable Jamble. You know what I mean? It's fitting that it's Sanji. What is he doing? Is he skateboarding? He's skateboarding. We're gonna tell everybody he's skateboarding, or is he on like a hoverboard? He's on a hoverboard. He's skateboarding on a hoverboard. And you know, he's gonna, please read the card. Please read the card. You know I'm a firefighter that can't read, dog. 6,000 or more. 6,000 or more. 6,000 or more. And it's got to be a character. Yikes. Okay, we're closing games with them. This is the Nami who's just like, she's pre-op. She's like, yo, these things are getting out of control. I can barely hold them up. I'm so tired. My back hurts. My arms are tired from, you know. And she's gonna give 2 Rested Dawn. She's gonna give 2 Rested Dawn, and we love that. I don't necessarily feel like I need it so much, but yeah. Then of course we got fucking shredded D Luffy, and this is a card that just keeps everything moving. And speaking of moving and shaking, we're talking about the roar and Dawn 2, they gain rush, KO, play out this guy, right? So we wanted to keep some representation here. We wanted to give him some options, and he's got 8. Outside of that, yeah. Radical Beam, cool, and Mulgun is bust ass the card, right? So with all this being said, I feel like the deck has its intricacies. It has its high rolls. It has its plays you really want to look for. And for me personally, I'm looking to see, you know, if we could see this turn one, cool, that's awesome. But by the time we get to turn 2, we're looking, if we're going first, we definitely want to see a Sanji. You know what I mean? We want to see, we don't care. Obviously, we're only putting one of it. We want to see a Sanji or a blocker or another one of these Namis to set up, because our turn 3 is when we get busy. Turn 3 is when we put 1 Dawn. We play this out for 1 or 4. We keep that additional 1. We add it here. We, you know, throw 2 there. We swing 6, and then 7. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we add this card, and it just gets more nutty. We are the problem causer. This is I don't know if you guys remember me saying this from my older videos, but some decks cause problems, some decks solve problems, right? And Lucci would be a deck that, classic Lucci, would have been a deck that solves problems. This deck, Purple Luffy, you know what I mean, Dofi, those are problem causing decks. Those are decks that cause the problems, okay? Because we're having a conversation in this game. We're going back and forth. So this is a deck that causes problems. The more problems you cause, if you cause too many problems for your opponent to solve, you win the game, right? So that's how we got to think about it. And that's why a lot of this is rush. A lot of this is boom, 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 moving fast. And then in the back end, we still have some more rush, but we also have some, I'm going to get rid of you, and I'm going to cause another problem. Get rid of your card, I'm going to cause another problem. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, so anyhow, without further ado, let's get into it. Unfortunately, while K-Design did send me these, I didn't even ask for them until like fucking the day before I came up with this video. I had a lot of it already like sourced, but I did play some more with this, so I'll give you the games with this leader as well. But anyways, let's get into it, gang. Let's go ahead and get into a red off, shall we? Now Shanks has been a leader that has actually been very much benefiting from this Luffy package, right? We don't know if you're going up against the Shanks these days. You don't know, are they going to be like the Pop City? Are they playing defensive? Are they rushing? You know what I'm saying? You don't know until the first couple of turns, after the first couple of turns, right? So anyways, they're revealing a Zoro. I mean, that kind of fucking, oh wait, that was me. they get a Yasop. Okay. They get a Yasop. All right. Now, with this one, I'm able to play this out. I'm able to give my leader 2 Dawn, right? I'm swinging 7. I'm only running 1 of this card. I'm probably undervaluing it tremendously. So, you know, that's something to think about. However, in this matchup, it just, you know, in this matchup, it worked great because we don't want to just swing, you know, 5. We don't want to just swing 6. We want to swing 7. And so they go ahead and take that first hit. So now they got 4 Dawn. Nothing too, I mean, they got a Lucky Roo, but outside of that, nothing too crazy for their 4 Dawn turn. So we'll see what they got. It's the Lucky Roo. And they can swing at us. Oh. Excuse me. I don't know what that was about. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and stay the course because what we can do is we can play out a Zoro and, you know, it's going to get popped. And that kind of sucks because, you know, Lucky Roo is just perfect for that. We can also play out the Nami. We have that Nami that can give us that too. So, like, we're pretty damn happy right now. And we're going to go ahead and do what we do anywho. Now, I did make just a blunder of a mistake here because I was like, yo, what the fuck? I could have swung 7 and 7. Instead, I'm going to swing 9, right? Now, I remember doing this because I wanted them to get rid of the Nami, right? Because I was like, what if I just make Nami seem like a problem? It worked, but it shouldn't have. That was some crazy. That's hockey that, looking back, I can't even make sense out of because, I mean, I guess they didn't want another, you know, a 6K body on the board. I get it, but like, okay, cool, get rid of Nami. You know, I still got my threats. And I've got 2, 3, 4, 5K worth of 5K worth of counter. So we'll see what they're gonna do. They're at 6 Dawn. They got rid of a Yasop, and their Lucky Roo's off the table. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Now here's where they do have, you know, like I said, they do have Yasop. There we go, and they can attach an additional Dawn, and that would give us. We'd have to give up 2 cards to keep them alive. Outside of that, oh, if they just swing that, then we're gonna give them that Sanji. That's fine. Oh, we take. So now we are in Ben Beckman territory, and Maliki that, right? Because Beckman's going to pop that Yasop, and then we can keep moving. Our other option is to Zoro or Luffy, and we decide to do that and not swing because they're at a 6K for that turn. Now, we've got the board. However, they're at 8 Dawn, and Silver's Rayleigh is a topic of conversation right now. So is Monkey D. Dragon. Okay, so they instead go for a little Lucky Roo, and that's no problem for us at this point because it looks like we will be getting our Zoro value. And okay, so they do that, and now we are at 9 Dawn. We've got a big old dragon. Big old dragon, these nuts. We could be Monkey D. Dragon D's nuts. And it looks like that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to give them 7, okay? Making you wonder, why do I do the things I do? We're giving them 7, though. Okay, they're going to minus down. Cool. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, do that, and then... I did a little funky chicken. I could have given Luffy 7... Luffy could have given him 7 and then swung another 7 and then a 9. You know what I'm saying? But I guess 9, 9, and 6 is cool too. Whatever's your flavor, dog. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And this is obviously a little backwards. If you're going to do the step, you want to do from lowest to highest swings. They just really don't want to give me the value out of the Zoro. And I'm actually very much okay with that because I'm going to keep swinging. Now, I know I've done the same damn thing. You can go back in my videos, and I've finished the game with Zoros on the board. I think one time I had like 2 or 3 Zoros on the board, and I didn't give a shit. But we're going to make them give a shit. Now, they are at 10 Dawn, okay? So we are in Big Shanks Daddy water, right? So they can do the KO Shanks. They can do minus everybody Shanks. You know what I'm saying? But whatever they're throwing out there, they are 3 life. They are considered healthy. But they don't have the board at all. We actually have a significant board. So they throw out Goldie Roger. Now, I was already counting my my counter to see if I would have enough. And sure fuck enough, I was planning on them to play Shanks. So I knew I could counter out of 12 when I minus 1, which means I can also counter out of 13, right? Okay, cool. So they play out Goldie Roger, and my options are to swing into Roger and get rid of him, or we just go for that 5K leader. Why give them a 13K blocker? Just run them numbers up, Jack. Run them up. So we're going to do 7 there, okay? 7 is going... Now, I I should have went ahead and given 2 to Rono Zoro in case they have some kind of pop a 6K or less, right? But anyhow, we're swinging 7, and this is a big turn for them. We are asking for minimum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in their hand. How many cards they got? 5 cards in their hand. So I would imagine they are losing some life this turn. Okay, so now I can give 2 rested Dawn to Roner, and Zoro can go ahead and swing 9. I can give myself another 9. So we can swing. What we're going to do is 7, 7, 9, and then 9, and then have 1 up for Rad Beam. Now, Rad Beam isn't going to give us very much value, unfortunately, because it's because we have more than 2 life. But, you know, fuck it. Okay, so now I'm going to swing another 7, and we are just asking for cards. Oh my gosh, we're asking for cards. How the fuck? Oh, I guess they got rid of. How many cards did you get rid of? Oh shit, they countered 2K over? Oh my goodness gracious. We love that. We love that. That means they ain't got nothing but 2Ks. We're in bonus time, ladies and gentlemen. And now I'm just really wanting to go down. Go down. I recognize they got a few more cards in their hand this time, and I swing 9. Now, in hindsight, I could have, you know, played out a chopper and maybe swung just 1 less or whatever. But anyhow, so they're going to swing at Dragon. They get rid of Dragon. They're going to swing into our Zoro now that they figure we probably ain't got nothing there. And they're right. And so now they got 2 bigs on the board, and that's the game because that's the fucking game. You can't even do nothing now. So, what the fuck are you doing? Just swing big. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. In no way, shape, or form. Yeah, I apologize for this. I apologize for who I'm playing against. This is crazy. I mean, I do stand by what I say. They can concede at any point. I guess I was really worried about them having the counter. Yeah. Holy shit. Holy shit. I don't apologize for shit. I don't apologize for a damn thing. Fuck that. I did everything right. I didn't do anything wrong. Look at that. God bless. Would you look at that? My guy almost counted out all that shit. Yeesh. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, let's go next against a Bonney, and I choose to go first, and I do mulligan, and I'm just gonna, you know, throw my Nami out there. The great thing about going first is that when they play out their Joel Bonney, if they want to use their ability, they have to put it sideways and lose it that turn. I get to swing. I have Nami going sideways, acting as a blocker. I got Chopper as a blocker. It kind of sucks to lose Nami, but I mean, that's typically who they were probably going to turn sideways anyways. There's no point in that, you know? So they're going to go ahead and play out another draw roll, and they get a killer, and I believe that is the blocker killer. And so I'm going to go ahead and I can swing 5 into that Bonney, get rid of that one. I can also play out Sanji. They're going to turn Chopper sideways. I'm going to play out this card, and we're going to leave 2 Dawn up, pretending we have that 2 Dawn event. Now they're at 6 Dawn, and this is where their threats come in, right? So this is where we don't want them to, we don't want to see, you know, Cavendish and Carrot and all that buffoonery, right? But I will have access to Beckman. Another card we don't want to see is the bitch-ass Jewelry Bonney card herself. Lucky us, we don't see either. So, I can mulligan the Rosinante, I can Beckman the Rosinante. I can just swing and see what they give me. Okay, so they're going to turn it sideways. I'm going to do Zoro's Thug Dizzle. I'm going to give one to Luffy. I'm going to give two to Zoro. I'm going to swing. And we're going to see what we can get from them, all right? So 7-5. What do they got for us? I imagine we'd get a blocker from them. They got 2 blockers, 3 life, putting on that pressure, and it continues. So they're gonna go ahead and draw a Captain Kid. This is not the kid we want to see right now. Not the kid we want to see. Now, if we can keep our shit alive, and we're definitely gonna be letting that go. If we can keep our cards alive. Gonna say if we can keep our board alive and they don't establish a Tashigi, then bust ass the card is going to lower Kid and get rid of Rosinante. We're big city hooping. However, because of bitch ass fucking Tashigi, we're right back where we started. Okay, so let's see what's going on. What are we gonna do for here now? We've got a plethora of Dawn. We got to get rid of Tashigi before we pop anything. So me getting rid of Tashigi is me setting up for the that play. Now I'm gonna go ahead and swing 7 into face. Is what I'm thinking, because they can have that bitch ass search. I'm not concerned about that search. I'm more concerned about well, yeah. We just don't want them getting cards continuously. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough to leave searchers up. Obviously, we swing into Lafitte's all the time. It's tough. Yeah, that was a tough decision, but I respect it. We're going to go ahead and take that. No doubt they're coming with their kid right on fucking time. Playing out another shit. Betsy, Wetsy. So, like, I can Silver's Rayleigh. Okay. This is why we run this card. We can Rayleigh the Como se dice. There you go. Get rid of them. All right. Now we got them down to 5, and I can swing 7, 7, and 7. This is looking really effing good. This was the best case scenario for a Bonney player, okay? To have that out and be able to do what they want. And instead, it's getting 3 fucking 7s. They just countered 2 2Ks, okay? So we've got them like that for the turn, which means they're not going to be a big threat either. We've got another Rayleigh to play. We've got a Mole Gun to play. You know what I'm saying? We're ready for whatever they got. Shit, I don't know if we're ready for that. All right, so what do we do, gang? I can't simply Mole Gun it into the ground because, you know, that won't really give me the value. So I'm thinking of, if I play Rayleigh again, I can minus 3 and 2, swing into the kid. If they just gave me 2 2Ks, they ain't gonna have it. Instead, I just decided to be a crazy person. We're gonna put out Zoro, and we're gonna give Zoro Rush. Okay, Zoro is gonna swing into there, and they ain't gonna have it. And then we're gonna swing 8 into there. We're gonna get a life out of them. And now again, we're putting on that pressure. Matter of fact, this is pressure. The dick. Okay, there's like no way around it. Okay, so they're swinging 5 at us, and I'm like, yo, we take that. Radical Beam is online, and now I'm like, yo, we take that. That's our ass. I was really hoping to preserve and just keep this alive. Now this is one Rayleigh away from getting fucked. Sorry, I got excited. I'm almost thinking, do I even need to play Otama? Because they ain't got no counter. So we can just play another Rayleigh, -3, -2, KO Rosinante, okay? Everybody's lit. Everybody's living. And I'm at this point, yeah, we're bricked up. If you know what I'm saying. All right, so I give them 10. I don't think I needed to give them 10. That was a big city overplay right there. Big city overswing. That was crazy. That was something that did not need to happen. Oh my God, that didn't need to happen. What did they give me? Did they give me 2Ks? Okay, they gave me a 2K. Okay, they gave me a 2K. So if I would have swung 8 into 5, they could have countered out. Okay, whatever. I could have given them 1 and then swung 1 more over. Whatever, man, whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and give them this, and then they go ahead and concede. Another great surefire way to beat Bonney. The best way to beat any problematic deck is to take their problematic cards out of the game. And that's what we essentially did with Horny Ass Jones. They just weren't in a position. Well, I think they might have gotten him off of life as well. But they just, you know, they got to play 2 fucking kids. We got rid of 2 kids with this deck against Jewelry Bonney, okay? I might have to buy some starters. I don't know. All right. Okay, so this one is against the BOOBIE Smoker, okay? Now, I chose to go first. They're going Segundo. And playing out Nami, give me my card, swinging that, and swinging 8 at that ass. Okay. We're going to keep it moving. Okay. So, right now, based on my hand, based on the board, I'm feeling good. I got to go first. We're feeling pretty good right now. Okay, so they're gonna swing 2, and I'm like, yo, I'm a 5 life leader. I can take that. Okay, I don't know how I feel about taking life frivolously against this leader in particular. You know, we're gonna have to revisit that one. But anyhow, I'm gonna swing 7, see what they got. We already took that 4 life leader down to 3. Okay, now can we give them 2 more? Can they give me 2 cards? I mean. Okay, can we get 2 more life out of them? We just got another life. Can we get another life out of them? Okay, so they counter out of that one. They're not crazy. All right, so it's 7 cards to our 6. Now it's 6 to 6. They got the BOOBIE Smoker out, okay? And now we're feeling like, oh shit, no, we need a counter. Giving up the chopper was a choice. Yeah, I was about to say, we're going to go ahead and take another hit. And the reason why we're like, yeah, we'll take another hit is because we want to be able to block out of this attack and take the other attacks. So we want to make sure that we're ready. At this point, I'm playing hot potato, right? Because I could play another Zoro and play out another Luffy later, but why play out another Zoro if the Luffy is the brick, right? So this is what we need to do in my opinion. I do a little funky chicken here, right? I'm swinging 7, and then I'm gonna swing 7, and I'm doing all this because I'm fainting as if I have a rad beam, right? I want to throw them off their game. So they're gonna go down to 0 life, and we are feeling it. We're feeling good. Okay, so they have 8 Dawn exactly. It doesn't exactly matter because they're able to have their, you know, put Dawn active and all that shenanigans. I take there, and I'm like, yo, maybe I should have took there. Maybe I shouldn't have taken there. That was, I think that's gonna hashtag be a big city mistake. I think we're gonna have to. What card did I trash? What card went to the trash? Okay. So I think that was a big city mistake. And then we're going to go ahead and block out of that. Okay, cool. They're going to turn them sideways, get a Rosinante. And they've got all is right with their world. They've got 2 blockers on top of their wall kid, right? And we can't get rid of anything. It's looking like it's their game. So let's see what we can do. We're going to minus 2K. We're going to get them down to 6. Okay, well, hey, we can swing into 6. And we've got some rushers there on the and we got some pressure on the board. We got some attacks for that ass. And this deck is notorious for running a lot of bricks. Let's pull it off. Let's do it. So I'm swinging 2 over, okay, asking for 2 cards. 2 cards or a blocker. What do you got? They got the bitch ass event. The Josu Oshi. Alright, so they're minusing my guy down to the ground. I'm like, fuck, that sucks. He's at 6K now, and I'm like, well, damn. Okay, so what I can do is I already got 1 Dawn invested in him. Go ahead and swing 7. Now they need to give me a 2K or take a block. they take the block. Now, give me another 2K or take the block. Because even if they block with their chopper, it's going to cost them a card. Okay. And now I'm like, well, shit, you ain't got it like that. Let me go ahead and swing 6 at you and see what happens. Oh, they got it. Okay. That could have been a huge monumental play had they not. But now it's not looking too good for us. Yeah. Okay. We we have run out of our luck. So let's check this out. So this was a really good game, and lucky for us, they were down to clown. They were a buddy, they were a pal, and they ran this back. And I was like, okay, because like, yo, hang on, let's see what I got. And this time I choose to go first again. Okay. And I was like, that didn't feel right. How did I just beat Bonney and just get blown up, right? And BOOBIE Smoker is a much more aggressive deck. You know what I mean? They've got some tools for sure. But we're gonna go ahead and see how much trouble we can get into here. Okay, so this start is a little different than the last start, and it's definitely, my hand is not looking like I want it to, right? I don't got the Zoros. I got Luffy, but in my entire deck, I'm looking for 4 cards. You get what I'm saying? One of the Zoros right now. Really hoping to find it before our next turn. So whether it's me taking a life or drawing a card, it's got to be one or the other. Now we got that 4 life leader down to 3, and you know I always say that because it's so fucking significant. When you're going up against a 4 life leader and you get them down to the ground, oh yeah, oh yeah. Anyhow, they're gonna swing 5 at our ass, and this time I'm like, you know what? If I had 3 life that last turn, I would have been able to do something. Anyhow, so we draw into another Luffy. It's not the Luffy we want, or it's not the card that we want, I should say. But we have a Monkey D Luffy that gives us 1, and, you know, we just start sharing the wealth, you know? So we're going to go ahead and do that, give 1 there. Okay, they take, which is crazy. So now we're at 7, and I can give them 2 more, and now I can swing 7 and then swing 8, which is great. So they're barely going to 6 Dawn. They see their smoker on time, but look at the field, dog. We got 5 life to their 1, and they've got 1 eligible bachelorette them on the board, okay, to our 3. So they're actually going for the give a Dawn Luffy. Gotta let them go. We ain't got shit. What do you want? And they get rid of our entire board. That's rough. Okay, cool. So we're back to the drawing board. Now, this is what I'm thinking. I can swing big, do a little hockey play, you know, a little hockey pocky, turn yourself around, and maybe they take that life, and then I load up with Luffy, or I can mulligan. You know, we got some things we can do. So I do this up front, right? And I'm giving Luffy 2 Dawn up front. I'm keeping our Rad Beam live. They know that if they block out of this, they're going to have at least 8. And they take, okay. I know you've got to have some Dawn ready for me. Or some counter ready for me. I need 2 2Ks, please. That was strange. I said GG too fast. I said, I feel you. All right, so we go right into the next game. I think where they were at is they were just kind of like, punt it. And so now we're going to go ahead and go into the next game and see what we can get. Okay, so this time they chose to go first. I mean, big fucking surprise, right? Like, and what did I have? Okay, so I had, I was looking for my Zoro play. I'm going second. Things may not feel the same, right? Okay, cool. So we get that going. They're at their 1 Dawn play. What do you got for me, Jack? What do you got for me? You're going to have that searcher? I remember I misread this Virgo. Back in the gap, I thought that was the most valuable searcher. I don't know if it was a mistranslation or something, but they made that Virgo sound like it was the most goated searcher of all time, and I'm giving it all these tonsils in a very old video. But anyhow, for 2, I ain't got nothing to do. Bars. They're gonna swing 5 at us. We're gonna stay healthy. Okay. So for Dawn play, I've got nothing to do. I'm all dressed up and nowhere to go. I'm gonna give Sanji a 2 Dawn, swing 6. I get there, Sanji chopper. This is very, very strange in time. Very confusing time in One Piece. But anyhow, they're gonna swing 7 at my ask, and I gotta take it. And my hand is half bricked. I'm half bricked over here. You know what I'm saying? I got a half chub over here, but not really. Now, I do got a little bit of a half chub because they got only 3 cards in their dick. And we finally draw into a effing Zoro, so we're happy about them apples. But what are we going to do? So I like playing out Zoro and just having an extra swing and putting on that pressure. But whatever shall we do? So we do know that Zoro is going to run amok. And I'm thinking, do I want to get rid of that 6K? Do I want to just swing in the face? You know, what are we doing here? What are we doing? So I'm going to go ahead and do the step the correct way this time. And I'm going to swing 6 in the face, okay? Because I don't think they got the cards, right? And so I get them down to 2 life, and I'll continue to swing at them. Because while Sanji is a credible threat, who cares? I could have swung into Sanji, given him another card, but you know, I'm like, yo, let me just bleed the block, bro. So I go ahead and take that one. God bless, that ability is atrocious. They go up to 3 active Dawn. They can play a whole nother card off of that shit, man. My question is, are they actually worried about Mulgun at this point? IDK, my biffle jiffle. So I can go ahead and block out all of that if I wish. I decide to go ahead and just take it, right? Because that Sanji can be the game winner for me. So anyhow, here I am, barbecue sauce on my titties, and I'm like, yo, let's do bin back, man. Let's get rid of bitch ass carrot, and let's just keep it moving. We can give 2 rested Dawn to Sanji. Now we can swing 6 into their Sanji because now we're at 2 life, right? So now we're getting a little. Now the fact that they have a 7K leader and didn't want to blocker, and they didn't want to turn their 7K their blocker sideways and give me a 2K, that says things. That says things. Remember that. So now at this point they have. Well, they're gonna play them out. I was gonna say they could play Kid, and then you know I can do Rayleigh and get rid of the whatchamacallit and swing into it and be big city hooping. Maybe Rayleigh's the answer for my RP Luffy. Maybe Rayleigh. Who the F knows? So they're going to go ahead and swing 7 at our ass. And that's a tough bargain there, partner. I go ahead and take. I'm going down to 1. Okay? We're in dangerous territory at this point. Now, options. I can swing, see what they give me, and then I have a Sanji to make a character unblockable. They took the bait, okay? They took the bait. Here I go, playing out Sanji, confused. I'm in line at Luby's, and I'm like, why isn't this working? Oh, it's because he's not at 6 fucking K, you buffoon. I give 1 to Luffy. I make him unblockable. I give him all my fucking Dawn, and I'm praying God, please. And they ain't got it. That was buffoonery at its finest. That was America's Got Home Video talent right there. Yeah, Jack. So what was supposed to happen is just, and I should have also swung with Luffy first, right? I should have swung with Luffy, gotten either checked by a block or gotten a card out of hand, and then loaded up Zoro, and then we swing. So learn from that. The firefighter who can't read, guys. I'm just a firefighter who can't read. I never learned how to read. Anyhow, we were able to pull it off, and I mean, these are the dangers. I mean, this was soon. I mean, they barely played their first little big card out. You know what I mean? Like, we got them out of there quick. But let's go to the next one. All right, we got good old Blackbeard, and they chose to go second. And I'm Molly. I get a Nami for my troubles, and it's good to have a body. It's probably gonna get popped, but you know, it's good to have a body that can swing into the Laffites for freeze. So, anyways, Lafferty Daniels, where you at? We know they got him. They always got him. Oh shit, they played a honeycomb, and so what are they gonna switch? Okay, they get rid of a 2K in this matchup. Go ahead, do it for me. They draw a Lafferty Daniels, Laffites, Lopatas. Let's see what they got. They're going to play This Is My Age. They're not interested in playing out Lafferty Daniels. They draw a Jesus Burgers. You thought Chick-fil-A was Christian food. How about some Jesus Burgers? So I'm going to go ahead and draw Luffy, because that Luffy don't give two shits about this leader's ability. He said, no on play? Okay. Okay. Guess what I'm going to do on the turn I'm played? Rush that ass. Okay. So I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I swing 8. And so now we're really happy because we have 2 Namis on the board. And that means that we're going to bust Laffite's ass for free. Now, we're still very much checking up on what they're doing. They got rid of Finger Gun. Okay, I think Finger Gun is a very important card in this matchup. Let's see, because if they do some Laffite search and they're swinging 7, hey yo Jack, I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna have a tough time because we're about to be in that ass next turn. Zoro or no Zoro, we're about to be in that ass. That boy, this boy's shredded. This boy's pissed off, and this one got that big stick. He's showing up with that big stick. He pulling up with that stick. Okay, so we play This Is My Age. They're gonna dock you the wrong Nami. Yo, this is getting crazy. Okay. I think I might not be the only one playing on my phone, because I swear you wanted to hit that Nami. I swear you wanted to hit this Nami. And, you know, people probably think I'm crazy. I show you guys the mistakes I make, you know, and I'm like, yo. It happened in I think it happened in my last Luffy Navy video where I didn't activate the trigger on my event. I'm just like, yeah, dude, I suck. So anyways, do that. We're gonna give Zoro 2. Now we're swinging 7 and 7, getting that boy closer to heaven. Bars. Yeah, one thing about Blackbeard, they ain't ever gonna counter out. I swear to God, they just take the hits. I love it. It's the exact opposite of when I used to be playing Dopey and they counter out of fucking everything. Anyhow, so let's keep it moving. They're going to go up and Dawn. Are they already drew their Dawn? Okay, cool. They're at 6 Dawn. Okay. And if they get rid of... what can they do for 6 Dawn? Well, they can definitely swing into Homeboy, and we would have to let him go, but that would put a Luffy there. And if they did that, then they could be pretty close to popping a Luffy that we play. So that's crazy, too. Also, if they liberate Zoro, then your Zoro does not get their ability. So do understand that they do have that. They have that privilege. They're gonna swing 5, and I'm like, all right, is this worth my time? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you 1 card because I'm curious. What are you getting at, Jack? Do you got the liberation? I would rather you liberate that card. Okay, they got it. Fuck me. Well, I would rather them liberate that card then liberate, you know, some other stuff I got. They swing with Laffites. That's crazy. What's also crazy, we have 0 fucking counter in our hands. So now, they also didn't black hole me. I guess because their cards are majority. I guess because the majority of our cards aren't on play. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and say. So, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and swing 7, and we're gonna give 1 to our leader. And you know, they got the cards in their hand. They haven't been black holing us, so now they're gonna have to answer for that. Okay, so they give us a Bosco shot, and I did this all bass backwards. Yeah, I should have given Luffy some more there, but I guess it doesn't matter. They were gonna block 1. They were gonna block 1. They were gonna take 1 kind of deal. So they just took the Luffy and wait. No, they didn't take anything. I don't know what happened. My name's James. Anyways, so now they're at, it looks like 8 Dawn. Okay, and before they go into their next turn, it would behoove us to make it very, very uncomfortable for them. They reveal and draw a Big Daddy teach, okay? The teacher is in the class. The teacher showed up to class. Did they show up late? I'm like, yo, what the fuck just happened to my card? Oh, they finger pistoled it. They gave it the double beam dip, okay? So, we're at 4 life. We are healthy on that front. They play a Bosco shot. If they swing 6, we're fucked. They swing 5, we're fucked. We ain't got no block. We ain't got no counter, is what I mean to say. They black hole us and they don't swing. Now I'm starting to feel like some other guys I used to watch where like they upload some videos and then I'm like, yo, who the fuck were you playing? I don't know if I want to show this. I don't know how I feel about this, frankly. So, yeah. We can mulligan and we do. We can swing there and we do. We give ourselves 1. Okay. We know that one of them's a brick, right? And we're going to go ahead and do this. We swing 6. Okay. Now, they're at 10. They got 1 life. They're going to play teach. Okay. Homeboy can't attack, can't nullify, can't nothing. I'm going to get swung into at least by teach. I've got no counter. Let's see what we can do. We've got no... They did black hole us. Okay, so we got no unplayabilities, right? That sucks. Now it's going to be about establishing cards and doing stuff. Nasty stuff. I'm going to play a black hole. I'm going to play an on-play card in a black hole turn. Because I'm me and I don't know how to read. So I'm like, yo, this guy's doing questionable plays. Or are we playing the questionable play game? Don't worry, I got you figured out. You can't beat me. Only I can play questionably. So that's exactly what I do. I play out Sanji. This is why you don't move around when you're playing the game. Just play the fucking game. So yeah, we're all but F'd in the A. We're all but F'd in the A. Our saving grace is they got no cards, right? But they're about to draw cards. They're about to draw 2 cards. Okay, so they got a 1K encounter. And they've got a... I really am creating drama for no reason. The screen is spinning. The volume is being adjusted. We are losing our shit right now. We are. It's getting rough out here. They reveal and draw a Bosco shot, okay? A shot of that Bosco. It's got 3 X's on it. A man's on that Moonshine. I don't think you played the right card. I think you're still trying to outdo me. Okay. Here we are. They didn't swing at me for some reason again. I can search out a Sanji. Okay, because they didn't black hole me. This is a fucking crazy game. Oh shit, dude. This is starting to get like that game with homeboy who had the chopper hat on. Okay, so we make Luffy unblockable, right? Cool. We're gonna swing 7. We know they can't block it. We know they can't block it, right? And just watch this. Just watch. Somebody come look at this. Somebody come look. We know you can't block it. Just take the damn hit. Damn. Acting crazy. Can you guys look at my hand and see what's about to happen, despite my own buffoonery? This is crazy. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Unblockable. Now we're going to play my favorite finisher in the game. This is the most knuckin' futz ass game ever. I've mathed them out. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they could do. They could have 2Ks. They could have a whatchamacallit. Nothing they could do. And that's the game. Ladies with gentle hands. I don't know what to say. That was fucking crazy. I was very aroused. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put in one more. Now, this matchup is supposed to be, I believe, heavily favored for us. We choose to go first. It just got that much more heavily favored for us. I'm going to go ahead and I did not mulligan because I have a Zoro. I have an ace. I can Zoro out the ace, right? Cool. Now, here I am with a Nami. I'm going to be swinging 8 to their face, right? We're happy about that. We're happy about that. We like to give them some big city swings, right? Okay. So they take that and they're going to take another life because they want to go to 5, right? And when they want to go to 5, that's going to make that 5 life leader down to 3. So, which means they are online to play Luffy Taro next turn without taking a life. But we're going to be busting them up. We ain't worried about it. So I'm going to go ahead and take that first hit. I'm at 4 life, right? And they're going to law. Law is a good sign. That means they didn't have a... Well, they get an Usohachi, but that means they didn't have a kid to play. Now they're going to play Zoro, Joro, and I imagine between the 2 searches of an accumulative, I believe, 9 cards, they did find a Luffy Taro, and we know what they're doing next turn, right? Cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my Zoro, and I can swing 7 and 7. Please, God, use Nami's ability. Please, God. Okay, I didn't know what was about to happen. So we're asking for some cards. We're asking for that Usohachi you just drew and another one. They go ahead and take. Okay. Remember, you did this. Okay, so now Nami's going to give me a Rested Dawn, and I'm going to swing another 7. Surely they're not going to take this. Okay. And in my opinion, that was a mistake. So I know, well, obviously they're holding on to Usohachi for its utility. However, if you draw 2K, give them that 2K unless it serves a purpose like Usohachi Miso Horny does, because now you've given me knowledge of what's left in your hand. If you were to give me that Usohachi, I'd be right back in the dark as to what's in your hand. So remember, the cards you draw, the cards you reveal, let those be the first cards that you counter out with unless they're super pivotal to your game plan. And I do understand Usohachi being very pivotal to Purple Luffy's game plan, though I'm not known to run all the blockers in the world. So I could counter out of this and then play ace, and I choose to do so. And if they swing into it again, that's fine by me. They're going to give me a Dawn investment. Now that's extra crazy. Well, what I showed them was when I got rid of Otama, all I have is 2Ks, right? So they decided, okay, if I want to get rid of him, I got to swing extra into him. Instead, now I put out Port gets the ace, and they did not take a life, so they're not able to play out the Luffy Taro. Okay, things are being questioned on my end at this point. Now, for that trouble, I'm going to give myself 1, and I'm going to give ace +2. I could swing into Zoro, or we could force out that their Gum Gum Giant if they have it. And if they have a Gum Gum Giant and they choose to use a Gum Gum Giant, they will significantly be set back in Dawn, etc. So now I'm going to give ace +2 Dawn, and we're going to swing 8. And we do not give them a 6K blocker. We instead choose this. So you're going to have to give me 2 2Ks or a Gum Gum Giant, or take a life. They take another life. Okay. Very happy. I ain't fighting it. I will take this. So their options, I believe they're at 9 Dawn, and they are primed for a mama. If they do, though, the only body they could put back that could successfully be put back would be Ace, or excuse me, would be Nami, because Ace will go down to 4, and then they'd have to swing at it with a Zoro, and then yeah, they would have it after that. But let's see what they decide to do. Also, if they play Mama, then we've got Monkey D. Dragon and Beckman for that ass. We're calling it. We're calling it. They are in a tough spot, though. They are still in a tough spot. So we use card action, and it's all the same to them for us to, you know, use card action and then let them go, because frankly, they needed that. They needed that. If we countered out of that, they would be in huge fucking trouble. So anyways, we're going to play Monkey D. Dragon, okay? And of our 8, we will have 1. And now I can swing 7, 9, and 9. Feeling mighty fine bars, okay? So I'm going to swing, I'm actually going to swing 9 first. That is not how you do that. That was hashtag a terrible decision on my part. So for me, what I would have done today is swung 7, then swung 9 and 9. Like, for sure, 1,000,000,000%. What the French toast is going on here? So I'm swinging 9, 8, 9. Okay, like, okay. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I gave him such a break. I could have swung 8, 9, 9. I gave him such a break. Learn from me. Whether I show you how not to do it or how not to do it, I'll show you how to do it. Yeah. Okay, so they're swinging 9 there. I would like to keep them alive, actually. But that would take a whole ass Rad Beam and a Zoro or Beckman. So think about that. We let it go. We want to be able to keep our big dragon alive. We're trying to be dragging these nuts across that face. Swinging 5. Okay. No doubt swinging 6. We got to give him something. We don't want to go down to 1. I said we got to give him something. We take. We go down to 1. We're at their hashtag mercy. I don't know about that one, Jack. I really just don't know about that one. So it all depends. It all depends what we draw into. I say it all depends what we draw into. So between what we have in hand on the field, we're in a bit of a predicky, right? So I can Ben Beckman, that captain kid. I can Rayleigh that kid. If I Beckman, I have an extra Don to play with than if I didn't. Kind of a dill of a pickle. Kind of the dill of a pickle here. So I might have I was thinking about it. I was thinking we could also double Zoro, swing Minio time. But taking that life kind of sucked. I almost wish that we didn't. I would rather not have those 2 Zoros right now. But so anyways, we're going to do this. And I'm going to make an 11k swing right there. And I'm just trying to see what's going on with them. What do you got? Because at this point, now you've got to give me that Gum Gum Giant plus a 2k. So now they've got to get rid of a card. They're going to draw 2 cards. Okay, so they get rid of something of no value. Now you got to give me 2 more cards. Holy cannoli. What the French toast was happening here? Goodness gracious. The way I thought I was effed. Yeah, I understand playing a blocker and a Zoro, but yeah, you literally searched out a Luffy Taro and never played a Luffy Taro. That was big city misfortune on their end. But yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and take it over to just the list. Well, there you have it. You've made it to the gist of the list. Okay, where do I come up with these terms? Anyways, it's because I rap. It's too long. Been in the game too long. Can't even talk without rhyming. I guess it just did. But anyhow, so that's my list. What would I be doing to change it? I would like to include the blocker. I believe the blocker would serve a purpose. I also did like having the Nami for the one turn I did have it at, wherever that is, the heavy boobie Nami. Yeah, the boobies too heavy Nami. Boobies too heavy is like giving you 2 Restodon, and that's fucking crazy sauce. That's making your leader a 7, and then you're making somebody else a 7 or 8 or unblockable. So that's really nutty if we keep that up. However, is that the 3-Don play we want to make 10 times out of 10? I don't know. I think this list is so much fun, and there's nothing more I love than just beating the shit out of green right now. I'm sorry. Just being able to just pulverize green. And I'm over here like big city wishing and hoping that we get the mole gun. But yo, we ain't got the mole gun, but we got the Rayleigh out. You're getting effed in the A, dog. Especially if we've got we got that board like we've had it. The way you get so many out and the way you keep so many out, you would swear this leader's ramping. Like, check that man for PEDs. He's ramping, and I can prove it. It's rampant. But anyhow, that's the list. I'm having a blast with it. Yeah. I want to hear from you guys. I know I got a plethora of red Luffy enthusiasts. I do know that this card is super valuable when coming off of Zoro's ability, depending on the situation, depending on if they like to remove or KO. Because I mean, he ain't going nowhere, especially if he's standing right side up, which is lit. And then of course, my man, the finisher, the executioner, he shows up. He's fucking pissed as shit. And yeah. We're going to have some fun with this one. So anyways, I don't know, man. I'm going to purchase 2 starter decks the second I get a chance, to be honest with you. And I'm going to flesh this out because this is like really fun. Anyhow, let's see. Do smash the like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, and go down in them comments. Let me know, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What would you be doing differently? I just want to show you. I just wanted to show you. It's coming up next. So anyways, yes. Do I have anything else? No, it's been Rado Music 3-piece TCG. Big beard TCG. I'm back from work. Yeah. And I'm tired. I will see you guys in the next one.
Flows like a faucet, swag dripping like a faucet. Dooney fixing, got Luffy ambition. King of the rappers, the mission. I see they got the lights, camera, but no action. They actually fiction.